reminds me, this is the second thing to remind me of the party in Cold Steel 3. Just look how many stuff I have to go through. And I bet you once I'm done, I'll have to, they'll refresh and I'll have to go through it again. First order of business, we need to see if, oh, look at this. You've got some new paintings up in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm curious about the meeting, but I guess I'll have to wait for the results. You could just stand here and sense what they're talking about. I know you like doing that. This is a little ridiculous. Okay. This is going to be a lot of work. Let's start on this side and we'll make our way over. Oh, I got to talk to everybody individually. Alright, I'm going to need a drink of water before I start this. This is going to be a lot of talking. Last time I had to call it quits after the party. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, there you are. Introducing yourself to all the important people, are you? Well, I thought it wouldn't hurt. What are you up to? Not much. We're merely standing around. I've been on this airship before. I've seen all there is to it. Anyway, the talks will be over soon, so I might as well wait here. Something bothering her. She's not hiding it very well, is she? About that man from Liberl, Cassius? She's been acting funny around him. I get it. He's a master of the 8 leaves 1 blade style. He used to go by the nickname Divine Blade. Hey, what are you talking about behind my back? It's rude to exclude people from a conversation when they're right there with you. Sorry about that. How are you doing, Rosine? Everything okay? More or less. I've received report of some Ouroboros activity from the High Seat when I was on the way there, or on the way here. Nothing's happened yet, though. By the way, I heard there was an incident in the holy city of Arteria. I think Emma mentioned something about that, too. Vita might know more about it, but as luck would have it, she's not here. Ah, yes. Maybe she'll turn up eventually. Maybe, but as for me, I'm happy she's keeping her distance. I can relax without her annoying presence setting my teeth on edge. Enjoy it while you can. Did I ask the staff to fetch you a saucer of warm milk? Good idea. Thanks, Rosine. That's all you guys got to say? One of my goals is to achieve greater mastery as a swordswoman. Leonhardt was quite a promising individual with skill almost as great as that of my lord, but yeah, from what I've heard about him, he seems so... the next level for the young ones would be the Purple Lightning in Arcade. I suppose you're there as well. What an honor. Speaking of young swordswomen, there's a fellow disciple of the 8 leaf style who started before I did. She's not a direct acquaintance, but I've heard that she's Master Kafai's granddaughter and she's been practicing since childhood. Such a person exists? Yes, she's a bracer from Liberl. I don't think she's a direct disciple, but I think she's acquainted with Estelle and the others. Oh my gosh. I don't remember her name, but she... Oh my gosh. I can't believe she's actually his granddaughter. I don't remember her name. She was kind of annoying. She was a party member in Trails in the Sky 2. She is a bracer. I heard from Master Kafai that she's got great potential overall. A rival. I will need to see this Liberl bracer with my own eyes. Immediately, Duvali decides that she must be a rival. Well, healthy competition is good, I guess. She kind of even looks like Duvali, especially in this getup that she's in. I'm a little disappointed I can't remember her name, though. I didn't really like her that much as a character, so I guess it makes a certain amount of sense. But Zuckelfu. It's an honor to speak with you again. We haven't had the chance to talk leisurely since we were at the Esmelas garden. It's been so long. I was kind of having an identity crisis when we last met. Somehow, we've always been too busy to really talk. Yeah, true. Darn, all the generals here are strong as heck. You managed to hold off McBurn all on your own in Languedoc Canyon. That's pretty dang awesome. My father fought McBurn as well. Though he seemed alright at the time, the damage his body suffered manifested later. Have you noticed anything similar? No, luckily, I seem to be perfectly fine. I don't think it's because McBurn was going easy on me. He seemed dead set on inflicting as much pain as possible. I think he might have been particularly vicious when he was fighting Viscount Arcade. I was worried about Wallace, too. Good to know he's okay. It would be nice to have a friendly duel with him one day. We already had a friendly duel with him. Check yourself. Well, is that you, Schwarzer? You look awfully serious. The situation's pretty grave. At least I finally have a sense of what direction I should be heading in. I've got my allies to thank for that, and for lending me their strength. That's good. Gaius, you seem to have gotten used to your new powers. Barkhorn was a legend, there's no doubt about that. But I think you'll be another. That's kind of you to say so. I hope it won't sound patronizing, but I've been concerned about you. I see now that I needn't have worried. You're doing well for yourself, and you'll go far if you keep it up. You know how to build my confidence, I appreciate it. They both studied under Barkhorn. I'm thankful they've got a good relationship. I should speak with Cassius soon. Good luck with that. He's a busy guy. There you are, Reem. Steadily working your way through the crowd, chatting everyone up. Are you going to talk to Kayla, too? If that's okay. Special Second Lieutenant Kayla. Yes, you may speak to me at any time without reservation, Ashen Chevalier. I'm grateful for your help the other day. I had a feeling you guessed who I was right at the start. I had my suspicions. It seems I interrupted your conversation. What was it about? We were just touching upon recent internal affairs in Calvard. I'm not sure what you might have heard about the situation there. The ruling party lost to the opposing in the recent elections. Once President Rocksmith's term ends, he'll be forced to step down. So your entire government is being swapped out. That's a drastic change. The country is already in a crisis, but there's also been acts of terrorism carried out by the anti-immigration faction. I see. Immigration is a very divisive issue in the Republic. With each passing day, it's becoming more apparent how weak our country is. I expect our leaders to announce a new course of action after today's discussion. Thank you. I have a handle on Calvard's situation now. Despite her young age, Kayla is remarkably sharp. By the way, it's so good to see you again, Kayla. How has Kilika been doing? So I know Kilika is one of the guild branch people in, I think, Zeiss in Trails in the Sky. And she has a connection with Walter, the Direwolf in Ouroboros, and the bear guy from Trails in the Sky as well. But I didn't think she was from Calvard. Oh wait, no, they are from Calvard. They are from Calvard. It's all coming back to me. As well as ever, she's one Iron Lady. You make it sound as though a long time has passed since you were last in Calvard. Angelica, that Kilika, is she who I think she is? And you picked up on her name, huh? She's a practitioner of Taito. She's the one who taught me. I thought so. Wow, Kilika taught Angelica. Kayla, have you also been trained in the Taito style? No, although I do admire Eastern martial arts and swordsmanship. Pursuing those arts requires serious dedication and investment of one's time. I admire you for having reached an intermediate level in the 8 leaves 1 blade style, Rean. Thanks. That was it? Well, okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh. What are you doing here? Nobody invited you. You've bulked up since I last saw you, Lloyd. You haven't grown taller as much as got wider in the shoulders. Life on the run's better than hitting the gym. I've had to get my outfits retailored. Oh, I didn't notice. You see him every day, so the difference isn't as obvious. But he looks more like his brother now, doesn't he? I've only seen him in pictures, but yeah, I'd say so too. Now, if only I had his height, too. Is it Guy Bannings you are referring to? He was once a high-ranking officer at the Crossbell Police Department, but died in the line of duty 5 years ago. Yeah, we used to live nearby. I only know him from my memories of the past. He was really tall, and he seemed like a reliable person. Yeah, I feel like such a kid compared to him. But there's no use in wishing I was more like my brother. I've got to play the cards I've been dealt. It's me you've got, not him. And I'm determined, as can be, to end this and work toward independence for Crossbell. Me too. Spoken like a true leader. It's no wonder you were able to shake myself and Instructor Rean off during our encounter 2 years ago. Look, alright? Rean, for some reason, just decided that he was going to lose that battle. Alright? There was no way that Lloyd, the buster that he is, won that battle fair and square. Lloyd's been through a lot. In fact, I might have had it easier than him. It's news to me that he had a brother, though. His brother sounds like an amazing person, too. Nobody in this game has had it worse than Rean. Literally nobody. Not only is Rean a sacrifice to a crazy curse, but his dad is the guy that's basically orchestrating the entire curse. And Rean has been chained up to a wall after going berserk. Rean has basically 2 fathers. There's so much more stuff that I'm not even remembering right now. Rean's like the central piece for all the despair and unhappiness that there could be in one person. Instructor Rean, aren't you busy playing nice with everyone? Well, you've got to make the most of this opportunity. Lloyd, there's a lot for us to catch up on. I'd love to get a drink or two with you if we had the time, but sweet, I'm coming too. How about we go to a place I know when this thing lands? Got some pretty nice. Randy. All right. It's just like Randy. Actually, that reminds me. Rixia Mao's busy elsewhere right now. Yeah, there's a bunch of different factions at play here, both within and outside Erebonia. The other members of the SSS and our close allies are all busy dealing with them, like Noel, Chief Sergei, Dudley, and Arios. That's right, Fran and Wazy help us out sometimes too. Sonia and Mireille have been keeping their heads down, though. They can't do too much considering their position. The members of the same Crossbell Guardian force that was absorbed by the Imperial Army, aren't they? Both very capable officers. You know, it's very convenient that Arios doesn't show up in here. You know, like, come on, man. 2 Divine Blades in the same place? Definitely gonna blow up the ship. Yeah, they have the same objective we do, but different obligations. Not unrelated to the contents of today's meeting. Okay, I'm starting to get a clearer picture. Can't help but get an idea of the master plan looking at all the people Musée and General Aurelia invited here. Maybe you should work for our intelligence department, Rean. I doubt I could match up to the pros. Okay, can someone tell me what's going on? Same here. The only thing I know for sure is that these two gotta stop showing off already. I believe you are just projecting, Instructor Randy. You could do the same if you tried, Randy. Hey, I'm not sure I like what you're saying, kiddo. We chatted with Lloyd's group for a while. You know, I didn't think I'd ever run out of things to chat with you about. But if you could bring up one more thing, I heard from you play Vantage Masters. Yeah, you know, I've been known to bring the ruckus around here. I believe I've, in normal matches, not hard mode matches, in normal matches, I think I'm only, like 12-2. So, you're up against a pretty tough opponent here. You know, just gonna throw that out there that, you're gonna lose this match. Oh, you got the beast.
Here's to a good, clean match.
Yeah, if I could, I would cheat going up against you. Because you cheating using the beast. I think we'll keep Uptide. It's a nice little control card. Okay. So there's not much I can really do in this situation, so I don't know what his deck is about, so we're just gonna plan for whatever we can plan for. Okay, that's problematic. Damage to a row of enemies. I just locked up the wrong target. Whoops. Now he's gonna draw a card. Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. You think you're gonna win this one. You very well might. Actually, you probably will. Playing card games before talking to the most important people? Absolutely. We gotta break up some of the craziness going on. I don't think I marked either. At some point. So we'll mark after this card game. Okay. What to do, what to do. I need to play cards that are not just going to immediately die. Problem is that 6-drop that he has right there is insane. But you take 3 damage and deal 3 damage. Guess that's just gonna have to do, huh? Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll just wait it out. waiting it out doesn't seem to have punished me too much here. So there's that, there's 3, there's 2. There's not enough to lock up the beast and do all of this. Then that poses the question, do I want to lock up the beast? Yes, I do, because he'll just draw cards. And again, well, yeah. Okay, so 3 damage to Giabro. 1 damage to Artharian. And then Uptide would be what I want to do. I'll miss out on the +1/+1 on the Tarbis, but life is hard. Okay, I was about to say, like, oh my goodness, I actually had enough, but I didn't. Get that off of you. Hey. Gonna lock you up. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Make our way slowly. Decided to heal the Fifenol because he has a lot of Earth cards, and that's my only card right now that can actually stand up against him. Plus, if he drops that 6-drop guy, I'll be in a lot of trouble. And I'm rocking a lot of water right now. A lot of water. Let's see here. How much damage is this going to do? It's going to do 2. So this will work out. Making progress ever so slowly. Okay. This is the genius of the Bard. And why the Bard might actually be the most OP in this game. Maybe not for reasons that you would expect either. Because they start you off so weak in this game that the Bard just kind of does so much. Alright. That's the second Dakon. Okay, so that'll do 2. You're going to take 3. First, let's do this so we don't forget. your skill. Restore 2 HP. Look at us go! What a jerk. Ooh. Go ahead and give that to you. Let's see here. Lock you up. Do that. Sucks that you get an extra card. Nothing I can do about that, though. Guess the silver lining here is he's dead next turn. Maybe if I optimized it a little bit better, I could have killed him this turn.
Dang, you're good at this.
I'm the best. Look at that, I got Dacom. Alright, let's save and I'll do like an emergency mark. I'm sure I'll find something better. You know, gotta break up the talking with a little bit of card game shenanigans. Well, I sure am lucky getting invited on board the Pantagruel to carry out exclusive interviews. So many interesting people all in one place. Ellie, Teal, Elisa, and even Emma of the Hexen clan. How do you know about the Hexen clan? That this seems like fate. Adios must have guided me here to thoroughly interview you all. Maybe later if it doesn't take too long. Sorry, but I'd prefer if you kept me out of the papers. Ever the keen journalist, Grace. You should be aware of this, but you won't be allowed to publish anything about this meeting in the foreseeable future. What about the freedom of press? Just kidding. I understand that being invited to this top secret get-together is a great privilege, and I won't be able to write about it for a while. But once international relations become somewhat normalized, maybe I'll get the green light to publish a special report on this. After all, my duty as a journalist is to observe and document important events. Yeah, that's definitely an important role. That's a sensible approach to take. I would take everything she says with a grain of salt. You're hoping the materials you collect here will win you the Pulitzer Prize, aren't you? Anyway, there's no harm in it, is there? I missed my chance last year and the year before. That's Grace, a journalist working in Crossbell. Whatever her reasons, she must have impressed the right people to be allowed here. All the wrong people, more like it. Aha, the man of the hour. Reen Schwarzer, will you agree to do an interview? I'm not at liberty to talk about a lot of things. Grace, you're putting him on the spot. She's very single-minded about interviewing people, but she's a nice person. Ooh, you're no help at all, T.O. Reen, you look just like Grace, walking around and sniffing out info. Well, it's not like I'm not curious about the meeting. By the way, I was surprised that Vita didn't show up. Me too. She left the barrier and vanished somewhere. It worries me a little. Yeah, it's kind of suspicious, huh? You're nervous she's plotting something. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, since she's helped us numerous times, but Vita's known to pursue pretty questionable goals. I think we should give her the benefit of the doubt. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty, right? She works for Ouroboros. Thanks, Reen. If only the same could be said of my mother. Or how about Reen's dad? Huh? How about that? Chairman Arena? Well, she's raised a wonderful daughter. There's no way she could be a bad person. Aw, thanks. That was nice of you. Who else has raised a nice child in this game and is a horrible person? Keep that on the top of the minds. I'll be thinking about it too. Ooh, how about Ellie's dad? Isn't he like some crazy dude? Do I sense a scoop? Why is the Ashen Chevalier so sweet to you? Are you perhaps in a relationship? Grace, control yourself. Sorry. You can tell her off any number of times. She goes back to her MO right away. Alright. So you got some wafer crackers there. Ooh, is that some cheesecake? Is that some cheesecake? I want some cheesecake. Cheesecake is the bomb diggity. Cheesecake is not a cake, by the way. It's a pie. Recognize. This coffee is excellent. Yeah, and the biscuits are great too. The Remiferia's specialties, or specialities. I'm glad they're to your liking. Afternoon coffee and biscuits, what a wonderful custom. I could get used to this. So true. I was worried that you'd be pretty unapproachable since you're the Grand Prince's secretary. I was surprised to learn you're not that much older than us, though. You're really young for your position. My situation is quite different. I'm close friends with Princess Alphen. I've been appointed, especially for this occasion. My family is quite well known in Remiferia. You might have heard of the Sealands. Let me think. Sealand, where have I heard that name before? The Sealand Company produces medical equipment shipped worldwide. Remiferia is famous for being at the forefront of medical research, which becomes a bartering chip in relations with other nations. The Sealand family, besides owning a prosperous medical company, has strong connections in government. You've done your homework. The current state of affairs is deeply worrying for Remiferia. Our country is small and relies on advanced technology and scientific research to remain afloat. We're not prepared to deal with this war in the least. I understand your predicament. I wish there was something we could do to help. Well, let's see how these talks go first. I was wondering what her special secretary position was all about. She's very good with words, though. It's easy to see things from her perspective, and she encourages others to side with her. The Grand Prince made the right choice appointing her. Oh, that was it for these people. Pleasure to finally meet you, Reen. Do you have time to take a break? I have coffee and snacks. Oh no, don't mind me. You're in the middle of an important discussion and I don't intend to stay long. Just before I go, I hear you ran into my students back in Lemaire. That's right. I didn't realize their connection to you at the time, though. I'm afraid I was unable to properly introduce myself at the time. I apologize if I caused them any unnecessary wariness. No worries. They know you weren't keeping secrets just for the heck of it. It must be Aidios' will that we'd meet again like this. Well, that and some careful planning from Yusei. It's a shame that we don't have more time just to sit and chat and talk. We should get together over a nice cup of coffee sometime and get to know each other better. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's make it happen. I feel like that conversation was longer than the conversation that all these people had. Alright, this sounds like a fun group to chat with. You know, both groups actually. Well, mostly this group because of Sarah, but that group over there, that is the rowdy group over there. Never dreamed I'd be in the presence of the President of Calvard and the Grand Prince of Remiferia. Crown Princess Claudia and Lieutenant General Cassius are here too. That's a bit too much. What's a commoner like me doing here, mingling with royals? Aren't you? You were a noble. The Capua families were a noble. I mean, they probably got like denobled or whatever, how you call that, but you know, like, come on. What's the problem? You're great at mingling. And besides, you've been helping out Lloyd and Reen a bunch. No reason for you to not be here. By the way, thanks for helping me and Agate across the border into the Empire. Things would have been way harder without you. Oh, so that's how you got in. Tita, I told you that was no big deal. You saved my bacon too in Heimdallar. Seems like Capua Delivery Service is always there to help when we're in a pinch. Your services are a lifeline for the guild too. Everyone's very thankful to have you guys around. You don't work for Jaegers, and you stay away from shady business. That counts in your favor too. Look, it's a business, and we do what we have to in order to turn a profit. Ooh, she's blushing. Ooh, you guys, stop it. Really like teasing her, huh? Don't worry, it's friendly teasing. Leaves, as well as the branch campus, used to be within Capua Barony. The members of Capua Delivery Service used to be Sky Bandits, but they seem like decent people. And you haven't met them all. Hey, Reem. You're quite the social butterfly today. Just making sure I get to talk to everyone. Cassius is next on my list. Makes sense since you both studied under Master Kafai, after all. If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure why he and Chloe agreed to come all the way here. And I don't know what to think about this Duchess Cayenne. The whole meeting is giving me some bad vibes. Yusei's not a bad person, I promise. I can only imagine she must have been planning this for a while. She tries not to show it, but the situation in the Empire was probably bothering her a lot. You noticed too, didn't you, Instructor? Yeah, I did. But from what I've heard, Yuna saw right through her when they met back up.
Sure, you may also be a genius who can come up with plans to change the fate of the world, but that's beside the point. There's no way an ordinary girl like you would be okay with a plan that would cost millions of people their lives, is there?
Elliot said she dropped the act for a second back then. He's only 16 too, even younger than Fee. I've heard this and that about the Cayenne family. The Duke before, the last, was widely believed to be a just and wise noble. When he died in an accident, his younger brother inherited the title, but all he cared about was his personal interests. Croyer Cayenne or something, I don't remember his first name. Yusei's foolish uncle even stirred up the Civil War, and their family was about to be stripped of their title and privilege. And yet, here we are with Yusei as the mastermind behind a plan to save the world. She's got more guts than anyone on the ship. I think I can empathize with her more after hearing that. Yeah, me too. Judging from what I've heard, it's no surprise she understands. There's no telling how these talks will go until they're over and done with. But regardless of what major events are set in motion, we must not forget about the individuals that will be swept up. Yusei's one of those individuals, so do me a favor and stay by her side. I doubt you need me to tell you that, though. You really are amazing, huh? You really just say what you think without beating around the bush, huh? I see now why Tita compares you to the sun. You're bright, and you dispel any shadows of doubt in others. Thanks for the advice. That was my intention all along, but I needed the kick to get around to it. Glad to help. Good luck. Thanks. My gosh. How many conversations do you want to have? Well, Estelle, there's something I've been dying to know. You and Joshua are together, right? But how far exactly did you guys go? Oh my gosh. That's so out of the blue. Don't try to wiggle out of it now. I'm burning with curiosity too. You wouldn't have tried to dodge the question unless... Whoa. Why are you all bugging me about it? I can't tell you when Reen's right there. What if he hears? Looks like they're talking about something personal. I don't want to be a third wheel. I better go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Fee has no chill. Hey, Kurt and Ash. Good to see you again. Happy to have your instructor back. Yes, very much so. It was only possible thanks to everyone's help. Agate was pretty impressive with that sword of his. Really see where he got the name Heavy Blade. those two weren't bad either. I might have taken a couple swings, but I was just one of many taking part in Operation Bust Reen Out. Same goes for me and Kia. Maybe our timing was lucky, but credit goes to everyone equally. Joshua, Ash, don't the two of you have something important to talk about? Ren, she's right. Don't put it off. Everything's going to crap right now. There's no guarantee you'll be able to see each other again. Yes, you should sort things out now. There's no denying that Raquel has become home to you, Ash. But I'm sure there's value in learning about the place that led you here, or led you there. Emil was just a small village. It had no more than a few dozen inhabitants. As a result, there were very few children living there. Loe was the oldest at 16. My sister, Karen, was 15, and I was 6. There was another boy too. He was 3 years old. He was too young to play with us much, but ever since he was a baby, we looked after him. I was looking forward to playing with him when he was a little older. He was almost like a little brother to me. Then those peaceful days abruptly ended. A group of Jaeger dropouts posing as the Royal Army opened fire on the villagers. I watched on as Jan and Amelia were shot. There was blood everywhere. Their son fell to the ground. Blood was all over his clothes. We fled. We ran and ran, too afraid to look back. Survival was the only thing on our minds. That boy didn't die, though. He merely fainted from shock. We had no idea. Eventually, we made it out of the village. Loe stayed behind to distract our pursuers. He told me and Karen to keep running. But we got ambushed by another group of Jaeger dropouts. Joshua. That's truly heart-wrenching. I've heard it before, but it gets me every time. That's what happened 14 years ago. At least that's how I remember it. So Joshua's 20 years old now? Oh my gosh. That boy we left behind might have a different perspective on the events of that day. He may have hated us for escaping without him. I can't blame him. The bullet you fired at Emperor Ugent should have been for me. Whoa, okay, calm down. Joshua, it's all right, Ren. It was a shock when I heard about it. I heard about what happened in Heimdallar. I realized the burden that boy from Hamel had to live with. But even though I felt immense guilt that we hadn't checked to see if he was alive, that we hadn't taken him with us, there was another feeling too. Overwhelming joy. Can't say how happy it made me when I found out he had survived. Joshua. Thanks for being patient and listening to this long story of mine. Don't know why you'd bother telling me when it's got nothing to do with me, but it wasn't entirely boring. I managed to stay awake till the end. Ash. Yeah, glad to hear it. Thanks, Ash. The Hamel tragedy took place at about the same time I was first taken to Ymir. Glad Ash was able to hear Joshua's story. Oh, there goes my preview. Oh, I didn't notice you were there, instructor. You gotta work on your sensing techniques, dog. Hey, Reen. Dude, eavesdrop much? Sorry about that. But the same event Joshua was talking about pretty much changed the course of my life, too. So it's at least a little relevant to me. Why so defensive, Ash? I thought you said Joshua's story had nothing to do with you. He's got you there. Whatever, screw all that old drama. We got plenty of new drama we could talk about instead. For example, what's going on with you and Russell, huh? The heck are you talking about? Huh? Oh, why don't you share with the rest of the class? Ren, it's not like that. Darn, you can't even see what's right in front of your face, old man. We all know what's going on. It's obvious to anyone with half a brain. Who are you calling old, you little brat? I'm only 28. Why are we even talking about this? That's a very Ash way to change the topic. He used to be such a crybaby. I'm glad Adios kept him safe. No, not just her. It's thanks to a number of kind-hearted people. Yeah, thanks for sharing that story with us, Joshua. Of course. Thank you as well, Rean, for all you've done for him. Alright. That was everybody. Okay, we're gonna save before I totally assume we're gonna run into a round 2 right here.